This is from Workpro, and I have been using the snot out of this thing. One, I didn't want to carry a bunch of different screwdrivers on the project. Now, I've taken this thing out and I've actually abused it pretty well. Comes in this kit, and what's interesting about all of these is they never usually have enough reach, and or the tool itself here doesn't have a convenient end system. So either you're going to have a Phillips, a large Phillips, or whatever. This one has so many different connectors. I can take this to my boat, RV, anywhere, and be just about covered. I don't think I've found a situation that doesn't work. The other neat thing is it doesn't use an indexed bit here, so it doesn't have a little notch on either side. You can put the bit in the other way and it does not fall out. The bit doesn't pull out. And the magic is down in here. This has a 3-ball bearing sleeve that holds onto the bit and does not let it go. The other thing is it's ratcheting, so you can see how it can move the connector around here. So I'm actually unscrewing something, but I'm not actually moving but just a few millimeters here. That's a beautiful thing. If you don't have a lot of room, you're trying to reach down in to get something, you can very easily turn this. Now, this will work with traditional bits or smaller bits, but you're going to find that you don't need that. I'll show you the bits that they have here because they're just ingenious on how they put this thing together. It's an incredible value tool. So if you want to put a new bit driver in, let's talk about this. So it has a Phillips and a box end. So if you're doing electrical, that's more of the box end. RVs are using the square-ended bit, or a PH2 standard Phillips. So that's one way to work this, is to use it that way. When you're done with that bit, you slide it into the handle here, and they're completely protected and out of the way. They don't catch on anything. They don't fall out, which is another huge thing. They don't get in your way. You can have full grip strength here, so there's no awkwardness. And then you can go on to the next one. So the next one is going to be a small of the standard slotted screwdriver. So you've got a small and a slightly larger one. So they were thinking about that, and this works if you're ever trying to get into, like with solar, they have a lot of those real small connectors that need to be screwed down, and they're the flat blade. That works, so I can slide that in. And again, these fit in any order. Then you do have a very large Phillips with a very small Phillips. So my normal use is the square Phillips, or the square end and the Phillips. This one is the 2 different sizes of Phillips that goes in. Then they have 2 different sizes of the square drive. So they got the very large square drive and a smaller version. So you've got that, so you're covered. And then the last most common is the Torx. It's got a Torx standard size. This works for deck screws if you're tightening those up. This also just happens, because it's the Torx style, it also happens to fit Allens. So if you've got Allen head sets, I've used this a ton on Allens for the small size and the medium size, and there we go. So now that's gone ahead and filled that. There's the last 2 are the slightly larger version of the Torx. So that was hiding under there. And now I've got a complete ready to go screwdriver set. Very easy to use. It's ratcheting, and you can remove the bits that easily. I can just slide around, figure out what bit I need, pull it out, and engage it, and I'm ready to go. Now I can store it in my toolbox like this, or if I don't want anything poking out, I can put this in my pocket and there's nothing to catch on, and it's gonna work great. Now if you want to change it to the other direction, you just switch it over like that. Now it ratchets the other way, and if you don't want the ratcheting feature, swap it to the middle. So it actually works incredibly well. So this was from Workpro. This is their 12-in-1 screwdriver. A great gift idea. Now, it does come in this. I was hoping that this would be some sort of mechanism to put it on the wall or to store it. I guess you could maybe store it like that, but nah, not really. So that was from Workpro.